Welcome back. Let's, as promised, get chatting with the management of KPI Energy. Now, the reason why the stock is in focus is because they've recently received a commissioning certificate from the Gujarat Energy Development Agency for a 6 megawatt solar power project, and they have been doing so for the last few days as well. As a result of which, the stock has done well, has been doing well. It's at the high point. They also plan to increase their installed capacity to 1,000 megawatts from close to around the 200 plus megawatts that they have right now. Faruk Patel, who's the chairman and MD of the company, joins us to discuss all of this and more. Thanks a lot, Mr. Patel, for joining in. Your current capacity, as we see, is a little over 200 megawatts. What does it stand at by the end of this year? And by when do you get to the targeted 1,000 megawatts?
Well, good morning to you people, and thank you very much for joining me. More than 200 megawatt already energized, and the end of this year, financial year, will be the 300 more. And the as you say, the when we get the 1,000 megawatt, it will be the calendar year of 27. We will be reaching to the 1,000 megawatt, inshallah, 100%.
Okay, all right.
And revenue will be same. Revenue will be the increase like in the same moment. Say 200 will go to more than 1,000 CR by the 27 and calendar year.
Okay, all right. And do you want to split this up as well in terms of how much of it will be, say, central government, the governments, and how much of that could be state governments? If you could tell us in terms of this capacity addition from 200, you're going to go to 1,000, and you're saying, yeah, go ahead.
Capacity. Sorry. Capacity, when you say the capacity, it is only the state government capacity, but we are using the policy of say Gujarat government. And there is a two segment. One is the IPP and one is the CPP. IPP, where we are selling the power in a third party, and CPP, where we are making the plant for the CPP customer and getting the revenue for 25 years as a lease and O&M. So in both thing, we have the annuity income also. We are planned and we are success in that. Today we can say the 100 CR is a annuity income already. We have booked till the 25 years from today's capacity. It will be increased by 27 5 times. I hope so.
All right.
Okay.
So by 2027, as you're saying, your revenue will go to 1,000 crores, right? How much of that will be split up between the two that you told us, CPP and IPP?
CPP and IPP, CPP 750 and IPP will be 250, which we are planning today. It might go up. So you can say that in a revenue stream also, there is one is a fixed revenue and one is the contract revenue. The contract revenue, fixed revenue today is 100 CR plus with the O&M and the lease plus the sale of power from the IPP business. The second one is a contract revenue, where one time we are making the plan for the CPP customer and we are getting the revenue from them.
All right,
so
we take that
this
point.
The same model. The same model which we are getting today from the say end of this financial year is 300 megawatt, and revenue will be the annuity income, you can say, for the company. It will be the 100 CR, which will be annuity income will be the 3 times than the today's.
Okay.
By 27 calendar year.
We take that point. So you're saying that by the end of this year, on a 300 megawatt capacity, your annuity income will be 100 crore, and which is something in proportion with even your FY27 targets be 25% of your overall revenue. So are you saying that this year you will end with 500 crores on the top line?
Yes, you can say that. We have already planned on that. And the top line and bottom line both are the, you can see the freeze, because the order in hand today is more than the 100 megawatt in CPP, and we are putting the plan for the IPP is more than the say 30 megawatt. Out of 30 megawatt, 16.1 already we have started as a hybrid. So it is well up to the target.
We take that point, but you are talking about increasing your capacity, etc., and the 1,000 crore revenue target that you have by 2027. Those are from existing businesses. You also wanted to diversify into solar rooftops, and you've spoken about wind solar hybrid, will you look at all these alternate streams as well, or will you stick to the business that you are currently in, which is your CPP and IPP?
CPP and IPP both are in the say renewable energy only. When we say the renewable energy, it 100% include the solar and wind. The hybrid policy is supporting till the next year June. After that also they will continue with the hybrid policy, and we have so many things in our kitty and in a pipeline, so we can reach up to the 1000 megawatts without fail, and the revenue will solar, wind and hybrid also.
Okay.
And for your knowledge only, I'm putting some good note for your company, is that we have already 860 megawatt evacuation in our hand today.
Okay. All right. Mr. Patel, you know, your margins have been quite all over the place. I think, you know, in the last quarter is around 33%. I'm seeing sometimes it's 40, 45% odd. What's the steady state margins that we should be working with? That's point number one. And also your working capital days, well, they came down to around 100 if I look at it in the past year. Earlier it was higher as well in that one-off year that we had. Tell us, what is the steady state working capital days that we should be working with?
See, margin for the IPP, of course, the EBITDA of the IPP is more than the 76%, and the CPP is little down because it's a contract, of course. But at the same time, we are getting the lease and the O&M for 25 years from there, so we will get the revenue till 25 years from the CPP. So you can say altogether 76% EBITDA and 33% EBITDA, which gives us the very good margin. And of course, the tax portion from the CPP collection means a CPP profit, where the dilution in the IPP depreciation. Number one. Number two, that whatever we are getting the orders, that in a CPP more than the in IPP we are working today. That's why the as you say, the bank facility we are not using much, because the when we are getting the order is of course on the basis of the some milestone, that company who are putting their own power, they are giving us the money in a time. That's why the 100 days debtors and all the things are gone down.
Take that point. You know, another thing, Mr. Patel, what rate are you selling solar power at, and how does that compare with the grid rate? I mean, just wanted to understand, because if companies are looking at, you know, reducing their power costs, then they would expect your rates to be lower than the grid rate, right?
Of course, you are right. And our model is a success from last 74 months. We got the already we are selling the power in the market, and our customer, as you know, you can go and see, we have a A-graded company like L&T and all, which we are supplying the power.
We understand that. Just wanted to know the rate. What is your per unit selling rate of power?
The average realization rate you can see on the board only. But I can say one thing, that we are giving the discount on the discom rate. And that is 7%, 8%, 9%. That's the clue I can give.
So discom rate is around 9 to 10 odd rupees. Are you selling between 6 to 7 rupees? Just wanted to understand per unit.
We are giving the discount 70 paisa, 80 paisa, or up to the 1 rupee.
Okay, 70 to 80 paisa up to 1 rupee. And solar also requires a lot of land, right? So you would be sitting on a huge land bank. What is the kind of land bank that you're sitting on?
See, that's my everything. That your company having today more than the 500-acre land are their own, and the 1500-acre land as per the lease and all the things. So altogether we have 1800 to 2000 acre land in our kitty also.
And how much of that is being used as of today? Out of the 2000 acres land, how much is being used?
It's a very simple calculation. 300 into say 3.5.
Okay, so 1000 is being used.
Yeah.
1000 is being used.
1000 has been used.
Final question, Mr. Patel.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether you've done any dilution, but I think the promoter holding has been increasing in the last few years. Was there any preference, or have you been buying from the open market? I'm not too sure on that front, but if I look
I'm buying.
yeah, you're buying. Okay, then you're buying from March 2019. You were at around 51%. Today you're at around 55%.
It is my promise.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is my promise to the. It is my promise that we are. I am buying from the market. Number one. Number two. I am whatever I am getting as a dividend. I'm investing in means our company share only.
Okay, just
That's the best thing what I have today.
just to get back to your promise, what is your promise from 55%? Where does it go to?
See, of course, I always think bigger numbers, but I'm not saying today that how much percentage I'm going to buy. Whatever I have the money in my account, I always buy a KPI and KP Group share only. That's it.
All right.
Okay,
Mr.
so you're not
Patel.
giving us a target holding then, right? But you're a buyer at current levels as well. Your intent.
If you say, if today's position, I can have the 100%, I am the happiest person in the world.
Okay, all right. We didn't get a number from you, Mr. Patel. We would have appreciated that, but you're sounding fairly optimistic on business, and you've said all the dividend that you've received or any kind of income, you've been using it to buy some shares. We look forward to chatting up with you, and we'll hold you on these numbers that you've given. For the time being, you're talking about scaling up business to around 1,000 megawatt from around 200 plus megawatt that you're sitting at, and you're sounding reasonably optimistic as well on the prospects. Thanks so much for joining in. For the time being, we'll slip into a short break. Come back, we'll continue our focus on markets and stock-specific action.